Hi everyone, myself Raju Hegde. Today we are going to learn about linear regression. Linear regression, you may have come across that term while you were taking a course on statistics or going through YouTube videos on machine learning. Linear regression is one of the most popular machine learning algorithm, easiest to learn and the oldest types of machine learning algorithm. This is the foundation for machine learning. More complex machine learning algorithms, and learning this algorithm is a good way to dive deep into machine learning. So we can say this is the first step in machine learning algorithms. What is linear regression? We will have the question, what is linear regression? Linear regression is simply a linear method to model the relationship between your independent variable and your dependent variable. Okay, it's very simple. There are two things. One is independent and one is dependent variable. We are finding a relationship in between. This means that, let's say, if we have a scatter plot with some points on it, the objective for linear regression is to make a line that is able to be as close as possible to all the points. Correct? So it's used real values is used to estimate real values like cost of the house, number of calls we have made, total sales, etc. There are many things, especially for the trend analysis. Based on continuous variables. Here we establish a relationship between independent and dependent variable, because by fitting a best line, this fit line is also known as regression line and represented by a linear equation y is equal to mx plus b. So by using this line, we are finding or we are predicting the relationship between independent and dependent variable. Okay. So here y is equal to mx plus b. We can see y is how far up in the equation, and x is how much long we are, how far we are gone, and m is the slope or gradient. M is the slope or gradient, and b is the intercept. This coefficient a and b are derived based on minimizing the sum of square difference of distance between data points and regression line. We'll have a look into this little in detail in next slides. So best way to understand linear regression is to relive this experience of childhood. Maybe let's see one example of childhood. Let's say you ask a child in 5th grade to arrange people in his class by increasing order of weight without asking them their weight. You should not ask their weights, but you should make them in arrange them in increasing order. What do you think child will do? He or she would likely look visually, like maybe at the height or build of the people, and arrange them using combination of these visible parameters. This is linear regression. In real life, the child has actually figured out that height and build would be correlated to the weight by relationship, which looks like equation above, y is equal to mx plus b. Okay. So here, how do we find m and b? B is easy, because just to see where the line crosses y-axis. How to calculate m? M is nothing but changes in y divided by changes in x. This is a slope. Okay. Changes in y divided by changes in x. So how do we create this line of best fit? The most common method of creating this line of best fit is by using a estimation technique called the least square method. The equation shown below, where xi and yi is a specific value in your data set, and x and y a dash above is the mean for all the x and y values. So equation looks like this. Slope for estimated regression equation. Okay. So look at the below example. Here we have identified the best fit line having linear equation. Now using this equation we can find the weight knowing the height of the person. Okay. Here we have calculated. Maybe you can further, sorry. So we can further calculate linearly like this. Maybe the points will be somewhere here like this. You can calculate the weight of the person when you know the height. So linear regression has got two types. One is simple linear regression and multiple linear regression. Simple linear regression is characterized by one independent variable, and multiple linear regression is characterized by multiple, means more than one independent variable. Okay. So what are the advantages of linear regression? When we know the relationship between the independent and dependent variable have a linear relationship, this algorithm is the best to use because it is the least complex compared to other algorithm that also try finding the relationship between independent and dependent variable. But disadvantage of this algorithm is, in real life there are not many problems in the world that exhibit a clear relationship between independent and dependent variable. For example, if we compared a person with IQ and the score they got on the you take any exam, GRE, CAT, or whichever exam. Let's say the relationship between this was the higher the IQ, the higher the grade or higher the marks. But one exception, student with IQ 160 or 200 IQ, and he got 400 marks, means less marks on the exam. This we consider as a outliers for our model, and linear regression would ignore this. So furthermore, linear regression most of the time can be only used when we deal with relationship that graphically look like a line, because linear means, according to the mathematical graphical definition, it's a straight line. Outlier will make linear regression more limited in terms of its use, because linear regression always considers the case that tends to be the most frequent. It should be the linear relation always. Even sometimes outliers will affect the model also. The major application of this linear regression is for the trend estimation, sales analysis, stock price analysis, forecasting. So many use cases linear regression has got. We'll have a practical look into linear regression, how linear regression will be used in Python with a Jupyter notebook. Case in Jupyter notebook, you must have gone through my video on the how to install Jupyter notebook or Anaconda in your system. If not, maybe you can have a look into that. So once you open Jupyter notebook, you need to import the libraries. So for this we need pandas, we need NumPy, we need sklearn. So this is not required. So then we have to load the data. So home prices.csv, this is available. You can download this particular data set. You need to load this data, and the data set looks like this. We have three attributes. Always I suggest all the students to look into your data set and the attributes, means parameters and target. This here we have only three parameters. There may be so many parameters. you need to have a look into each parameters and understand how the data set is. So here we have used three parameters: area, bedroom and age. With this you are deciding the price of the house. Okay, so here you can see there is one none value. How we need to treat this none value, that also we'll see. So for this none value, means null value, we will calculate the median of this bedroom column. Median is 4. Then we'll fill none value with the median. Okay, you can have a look into this code properly. So now we have filled this none value with 4 bedrooms. Now let's fit the model. For fitting the model, I'm calling this code. Okay, here what we are doing while fitting the model, we are dropping the price column because this is the target column, right? So we are dropping this price column and we are fitting the model. So when we fit this model, we calculated the coefficient and we also calculated the intercept. Coefficient and intercept we have calculated. Now let's predict this coefficient for individual attributes. There are 3 attributes are there, so we can see 3 attributes. You must have remember in my tuition on the theory part I have explained y is equal to mx plus c. Here since we have 3 attributes, m1 x1, m2 x3, m3 x3, m2 x2 plus m3 x3. So we have 3 attributes. Accordingly the equation will change. That's the reason we are seeing 3 coefficient. Okay, the intercept is 1, so that's the reason we have only one single intercept. So let's predict the house. Now we have the model is fit, and if you put the new attributes, you can able to predict the house of the predict the price of the house. So here you can see if you put individual parameters, if I want to calculate the individual parameters, if I put like equation mathematically, I am telling, you can able to get 4, 9. This is the value. Here also more or less same value, right? And now again you can predict one more 2500, or maybe you can predict one more here with the different attributes, like here 2500, 4 and 5. What is the 2500 is area and 4 bedroom and 5 years old. What is the price? The same way you can predict maybe here you can change 3500 and 15 years old. Check how much is the price. So the price is high because the area is more and number of bedrooms are 4. So like that you can predict. There are different use cases you can use for this, and you can calculate the predictions. So this is all about linear regression, and we will see the next algorithm in my next video. Thank you.